We're a couple miles from the Colorado State Capitol building. It's in Power Field at Mile High here in Denver. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Denver Broncos. We're about 20 miles from the Gulf of Mexico at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa, as we bring you the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off.
Welcome to you, Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olson. Chase McLaughlin set to get it started. And off we go from Tampa. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Rip, 23.
Here's carry number 1 for Travis Etienne. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
At the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, easy. Route. Hey, tomatoes.
Once again, it's Etienne. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
Here we go.
Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. This one just too far for the receiver out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. Brian Thomas, the intended receiver. And that's going to lead to a 4th down.
This offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. If they can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes, it's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
Lawrence throwing on 4th down. To the left side, it is caught by Myers. And he will have that 1st down. Taking a chance here early in the game, but they convert on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Lawrence gives this one to Etienne. A modest game, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
His 48-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Red on red. Done. They said it's hot. Luke. Red.
From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. This is intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. You get the ball to start the game thinking you'll score an offense. Instead, they allow the defense to be the first on the board in this one.
So now the question is, Mike, if you allow this to linger the rest of the day, you've dug yourself a pretty big hole here to start, but you've got to pick yourself up and realize this game is far from over, and we now got to get the ball back and establish some early rhythm.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
On red.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. That's complete. He finds Brian Thomas. That's the way to get started. A pickup of 17 and a very quick first down.
That's good for the Jaguars. First down.
Now a handoff. ETN. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be second down.
On the tackle. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 40-yard line.
Play action now. It's Lawrence. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Think right open.
Lawrence now. He'll find his tight end. It's Springs. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
First down. It's a gain of 10. First down, Jacksonville.
On the handoff, it's ETN. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So after 1, 7-0 is our score. Pull up more from Tampa after this. Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24.
Hey, easy. Route. Hey, Ginger. Jack, go. 11, Agate. Here we go, son.
They go play action for Lawrence. The ball deflected at least a couple of times. And it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
Lawrence from the gun here on 3rd down. That's brought in by Miles. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs.
Jaguars, first down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
In motion is Miles. On 1st and 10, Lawrence. That's into the hands of Travis Etienne. And the Jags are going to have 1st and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
A gain of 16 yards. That's another Jaguars first down.
Etienne. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
Ball carrier. Brought down just shy of the goal line. A 4-yard gain. Brings up
here now, 2nd down and goal.
Hey,
Lawrence. It is brought in the end zone. Jarquez Hunter. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Cam Little comes on now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Jaguars will level things out at 7 apiece.
Cam Little to kick
So
off
back to
for the
level
Jaguars.
after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. On the return is Sean Tucker. And he's brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
At their own 27-yard line.
They run with the argument. It's Bucky Irving. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it. 2 minutes to play. First half, all tied at 7. Greg and I back from Tampa after a timeout. Second and 10.
Kings. Shot.
Out of the shotgun. Mayfield. There's a reception for Chris Godwin. And he's out of bounds, up close to the 45-yard line.
Complete to
First
Chris
catch for
Godwin.
him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
44-yard line.
Hey, alert! There. Point it right. What's up?
From the gun, it's Mayfield. Nice throw there, but a nice job to go up and get it. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
More yards.
Why not go back to him? That one good for 20 yards and a first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in second and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs.
Buccaneers.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Mayfield. Headed left. Buying time. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Alert! What's up?
On second down, Baker. This one not quite on target. Let him too much, and that one falls incomplete. Chris Godwin, the receiver he was looking for. Third down coming up.
Regular. Good thing. Run. King.
Throwing is Mayfield. He's got a man. The tight end. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on third down.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And on's he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked up by Andrew Winger. And the Jaguars will take over at their own 15.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. It's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
They're going to get this all the way up close to the 40-yard line. Now a timeout signal for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds until the break.
So every team practices this on both sides of the ball. They call it sudden change. So in this case, the offense takes the field quickly following the defensive takeaway, and now you want to get off to a fast start, generate a quick play, and spark your possession, and it's exactly what they're able to do here, picking up that first down.
And he is out of bounds at the 31-yard line. That pickup good for 29 yards.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
He pushed this one to the right. No good. And the score remains tied at 7.
Man, that would have been such a nice boost for this group going into halftime. The snap was good, the hold was good. He just couldn't quite get it through the uprights.
On first and 10, here's Baker. He's going to air this one out. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play, prayer not answered, and that is how this first half will come to an end.
Cam Little, the kickoff for the Jaguars.
A touchdown apiece, 7-7 the score as we begin half number 2. On the return, here comes Tucker. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for first and 10. To throw is Mayfield. Moving left. Off he goes. And he's going to be very close to the first down marker. Out of bounds after a gain of 9.
10 yards on the
key to a good quarterback scramble, Mike, is knowing when it's time to go from a thrower to a runner. And that's exactly what we saw here. Doesn't get the first down, but he's able to pick up some really positive yards and then get out of bounds.
Baker going to give it to Irving. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on third down.
Run. Up. Hurry. Hey, alert.
From the gun on third down, it's Mayfield. That is caught. He got Godwin. It's a pickup of 12. Good for a Buccaneers first down.
Complete to Chris Godwin. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On the ground, it's Irving. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
He was brought down by
So they go with the first down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good second down situation. But now they find themselves in second and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, they're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. He was trying to fit that one into Mike Evans. And that'll set up fourth down. So, on fourth down, Riley Dixon on to punt for Tampa Bay. And deep to return, that is Parker Washington. That is fielded at the 13. And some nifty running on the return. Picked up some good yardage before he was taken down. From 25, they'll go to work. First and 10.
Lisa 24.
They'll give it to ETN to start this drive. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. It's a pickup
from 29. Here's second down and 7.
Hey, Lion! Darn, this one's hot! Silver!
They'll run it once more with ETN. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
Third and 9.
Easy, route! Hey, Soko, it's hot!
Back to throw. Lawrence. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
And barring an aggressive decision here on fourth down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single first down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field with the punt team coming up.
And he's going to have a Jags first down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving, and then some.
And the Jaguars first down.
Rip, 23.
A gain of 22.
They're going to motion the tight end over here.
First down,
So
Jacksonville.
points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Right, let's go. Hey, danger. Touch.
Fourth quarter now, and it'll begin with a run by Etienne. Down the sideline, inside the 25. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20.
Jaguars first down. First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Hey, Soko, hot. Here we go.
We'll go back to Etienne on first down. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
He was brought down by Levante David. A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the 16-yard line.
Second down and 8.
Hey, Ron.
They'll try left side with Etienne. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Played close quickly. Here comes third down.
Brings up third and 3.
On red. Soko, hot. Here we go.
They'll try and run to the first with Etienne. And he's got nowhere to go. That defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up fourth down.
Well, this sets up a big call here, Mike, on fourth down. You find yourself in a tie ball game with the ball. Do you decide to keep your offense on the field and try to play for 6? Or are you content coming off the field, taking the lead by 3? We'll see what this coach decides.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. Double as good there. They get the first down and save a timeout.
That's another Jaguars first down. First and goal.
These are 24.
They'll run it here with Etienne. And he will kick this one across into the end zone. Travis Etienne. Touchdown, Jaguars. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the fourth quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now that pressure shifts to your defense, your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. Johnson now to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here's first and 10. Now Mayfield. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor. And this time, it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Like, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play.
Big play in the game right here. It's third down. They'll drop to throw. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
At the 27-yard line.
Rip, 23. Sink right. Silver.
ETN now on 1st and 10. 17 yards on the game, and now they've got 1st and goal.
A gain of 17
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed them the most.
A run on 1st and goal. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap. Not this one. They stop him for no gain. Now the Bucs will take their first timeout. It comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half.
Hey, run. Hey, Soko, Hunt. Hey, I'm gun. Silver.
Lawrence now on 2nd down. Oh, do you believe it? It's intercepted. Picked off by Zion McCollum.
Lawrence's pass.
In these tight games, especially in the second half, Mike, these are the big moments that somebody needs to step up and make a play, and that's exactly what he's able to do here. Great read, great reaction. Steps in front of that ball and ends up going the other way.
And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
6 yards.
Timeout here, Tampa Bay. That is their second, as it comes with a 1:04 left to go in the game.
Point it right.
They'll come up for 1st and 10.
180. Hurry. What's up?
To throw is Mayfield. Over the middle, that's Godwin. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
That's another.
That one good for 26 yards. Final minute, 1 timeout remaining, and it's 1st and 10.
Run.
Here's Mayfield. Is complete right side to Hopper. And he'll be out of bounds down around the 40. What a pickup, a gain of 18. And it sets up 1st and goal.
1st down and goal to go.
Here we go. 1st and goal.
Real. What's up?
He'll run. And that's a productive run. He gets this one down to the 4.
He was brought down at the 4.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
Trying to hook up with Cade Otton that time around. And now they'll be looking at 3rd and goal.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
Throwing here on 3rd and goal. And he's brought down, but they are out of timeouts. And the timeout comes, the whistle blows with 3 seconds remaining on the clock. So here we go. Could be the play that ends up deciding this one. 4th down and goal.
What's up?
Here we go. 1 final play. And that's going to be incomplete. The defense holds here in the final minute, and they're going to get out of here with a victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.
Eastern and Atlantic Railroad. That's where Atlanta was born. And there a train horn still remains in Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And it signals whenever it's time for football in the town once called Terminus. Today, an exciting battle in the NFC between the Dallas Cowboys and the Atlanta Falcons.
Atlanta Falcons.
All teed up. Brandon Aubrey out for the kick. And away we go at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. On the return, here's D. Alford. He stopped on the run back of the 27. Around here the Falcons for their first possession. And leading them out is a master at overcoming adversity before and after being drafted 8th overall in 2024. Out of your alma mater, Washington, it's Michael Penix Jr.
One of the big advantages of Michael Penix coming into the league is it wasn't storybook in college. In fact, he got beat up in Bloomington. Everybody remembers the end at Washington, the runner-up for the Heisman, the national title game. But he took a beating. Injuries derailed many of his years back at Indiana. And I think because of that background, because of all that gets built through that adversity, he's more than ready for everything that comes his way in the NFL.
No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play.
As a corner in this league, well, you can go to the Pro Bowl if you can cover. You want to be an all-pro? You stick someone like that.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. They'll send their tight end right. Penix working from the gun. He's got London left side. He's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Penix here from the gun. Has a left side block with the throw carried him too close to that edge. I'm going to say he brought it in out of bounds. That's going to bring up 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and incomplete.
So with the Falcons set to punt on 4th, on comes Bradley Pinion. Before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. And here come the Cowboys for their opening drive. Bringing them out is a Mississippi State 4th-round pick in 2016 who's found considerable success in this league, Dak Prescott.
I don't think I'm alone in this, Kate. To me, Dak is one of the easiest players to root for their success in the NFL. I think for me and for many others, that's based on all he's overcome, from tough playoff losses to significant injuries. But his leadership, his stats, his ability to play like an MVP in big moments, at his best, he really is all you could.
Pressure coming, and they take him down. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
First couple snaps, first drive of a game, it's all about who can land that opening punch. Gain that first advantage in a game-long back and forth. Well, that opening punch was a solid cross, maybe even an uppercut that caught him right on the job and sets an immediate tone for this defense.
Hopefully not a sign of how this game is going to go as they step up for 2nd and long. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Has him on the quick hitter. And they take him down at the 24-yard line.
Dude, I was on the field with a young high school quarterback just last week, and I told him one of the greatest attributes a quarterback can have is courage. And it takes courage to sit in that pocket that long, let a play develop, and let that receiver work all the way from one side of the field to the other to give him a chance to make a play.
And the first run of the game for Javonte Williams. Trying to catch him with a draw. It does not work. Send it backwards. Now they're left with a fourth down to figure out.
It takes every piece of the symphony working in concert right there. When you run a draw on 3rd and long, everybody's got to do their job. The problem, they didn't, and this defense responded.
Cowboys butting it away here on 4th, and it's the long-time vet Brian Anger on now. Fair catch called for and made. Looks like that's at the 36-yard line.
The Falcons take over.
Onto the field comes the Atlanta offense for the second time. They didn't start the game off like they wanted, Brock. Still searching for that opening first down as they take the field a second time. Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10. Throwing for the pistol, Penix. Short pass brought in. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
On second down, Robinson. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. A toss now to Robinson. It's the first down, and he's still going. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35.
It's a gain of 20.
Big gainer here as he picks up 20.
First down.
And that's a Falcon first down.
1st and 10.
You know he'll never shy away from embracing contact on a play right up the gut. But come on. You know getting that toss in the open field is so much more fun. And on that play, well, certainly more exciting for all of us to watch, too.
And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're set backwards on first down.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
Offense to the line, 2nd down. From the shotgun, Penix. Stepping up, and he's going to run. Tackle made at the 10. 1st and goal coming up.
It's a gain of 27 yards. And the Falcons, first down. First down and goal to go.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Penix looking to run with it. And he's in. It's an 11 touchdown. The Falcons go up 6-0 here in the first. Michael Penix Jr. the touchdown. My partner up here is pumping his fist after that one. That is how you run an option as a quarterback. Good read to hang on to it and do it himself.
Yeah, because I could never do that, not even close. But when the defense overplays and you run that option, you get that good 2-on-1, more times than not, they will commit to the more dangerous guy, the running back. But you leave a lane, this quarterback can do some damage as well.
Zane Gonzalez on for the point after try. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Falcons will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
7. Cowboys nothing. Bradley Pinion.
Out to kick it away. Here's Pinion. On the return, here's Jalen Tolbert. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Dallas sending its offense out for the second time this game. And they haven't gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3 and out to begin this game. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. First down, here's Dak. Over the right side, this call on Ferguson. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Dak to the air here. Throwing the out route complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Look up contested catch in the football dictionary, and you'll see that. I mean, I can't critique the defense there. They're the hip pocket of that tight end. But these contested catches, these tight ends that can separate with their hands, utilize their body, even when you're covered, you're not.
1st and 10, Prescott. That's complete. It's Javonte Williams. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Now, you compare and contrast stats over the decades, Kate. One thing you see is the completion percentages are through the roof. In this day and age, compared to the 60s and the 70s, a big reason is just completions like that. Utilizing every one of your eligible receivers that time, a running back in the flat.
Dak off the play fake. This is complete to Ferguson on left. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Throwing again, Prescott. Finds him on the crossing route. And into the end zone he goes for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys reach pay dirt for the first time this game. There sure was a lot of trust on that play, Brock, and he proved worthy of it with that end result.
Yeah, good old receiver. Someone who just knows how to get it into the end zone is worth his weight in gold to a QB. And on that throw, there was trust there that he had a shot to find pay dirt.
Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Cowboys tie this game 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Alford now to return it. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Here's the Falcon offense headed out. And the last time they had it, they ran it down the field on them. I'd expect some better resistance up front if they try that again. Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10. Motioning the tight end now. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. He's pushed straight ahead. That's maybe a yard at most. Wrapped up on that play by big Quinton Williams.
A gain of 2.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. To the air with Penix. Isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack may change the next play call as it sends them backwards ahead of third down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Cowboys crowding the passing lanes. They're into the dime for third down. Here he goes, third and long. Now calls out the screen. Here's Robinson. Defense contains him. That's going to force fourth down as he's brought for a loss.
Not terribly complicated on this one. Just not the third down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
The Falcons getting ready for the punt. Cavante Turpin on the return for the Cowboys. He takes this in on his side of midfield. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Cowboys about set to take over. They really have a passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Dak now from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he gets it through the midfield stripe, but onto the Falcons side of the field.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. Good defensive effort here, drives them back across midfield onto their own side.
Hey, I love the jet sweep as much as anybody, Kate. It could be super effective, but here's the deal. Once you send that receiver in motion, well, you're doomed. Because if they bring an edge pressure or there's a blitz, there's really no stopping it. Because once that thing gets started, there's no audibling out of it.
Prescott now on third down. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. And his perfect start is over. That's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
You know, Kate, you'll get a little bit of grace for a drop in the first frame. That's one, as this game goes on, he's got half. It's hard on third down to execute. With the ball in your hands, you got to find a way to catch her.
Dallas sends its punching unit onto the field. Back deep for the Falcons is Mike Hughes. And this one skips out of bounds and will be marked inside the 30. Onto the field runs the Atlanta offense. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner. So hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Throwing Penix. He'll step up, and there he goes. It's out of harm's way after stringing together some nice yards on that run.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Fall forward, and I think you've got this first down, Brock. It's 2nd and inches. Shotgun snap. We'll get to Robinson. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
A 7-yard gain. And the Falcons first down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
On first down, here's Penix. He just throws this one away.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Robinson. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. Even 10-yard gain on the play. And that is good enough for Atlanta first down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Throwing now on first down. Penix. Completed over the middle. They get there to take him down right around the 41. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit. And you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. Now I'm hungry. Penix looking to pass. It is caught left side. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know what's interesting, Kate? Even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
1st and 10, Robinson. A lot of effort there, partner, but no results. Fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to line of scrimmage.
1 yard.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Penix working from the gun. Catch made over the middle. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. He got 14 yards on that one. And that's a Falcon first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
And send a receiver left. Robinson on the inside give. And it's another first down on this drive. This time they're into 1st and goal.
15 more yards. That's another Falcons first down.
Danger, Kate.
First
Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. Robinson can't right past that line. He's stuck him at the 3. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Algier gets it on the counter. And the defense holds, Brock. They catch him at the 4. He only gets back to that line of scrimmage. The makings of a goal line stand here. No gain on the run, and now it's 3rd and goal. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the 2nd. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this. Welcome back. Time for our 2nd quarter. The Falcons with a chance to score. Now Penix on 3rd and goal. Cowboys closing in, and they get to him. And the defense are down away from completing this stand. It's 4th and goal.
Hey, I get it. You know, there are times as a decision-maker playing quarterback, you take a sack and you cut your losses. But when you get an opportunity in the red zone on 3rd down, you'd love to give your guy on the other end a chance. Because a touchdown, well, we know in the course of outcomes of games, so much more influential than settling for a field goal.
Zane Gonzalez on to attempt this field goal. Pretty automatic look for him from the left. The kick by Gonzalez is good. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Bradley Pinion
out to kick it away. Here's Pinion. Here's Cavante Turpin on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Another drive coming up for this Dallas offensive unit. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Dallas getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And he gets this one out to the 40-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
It's a gain of 16
yards. Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Only took them 1 play, Brock, and they have already made it to the 40-yard line. Throwing on first is Prescott. Hopkins driving it in, and they're going to bring him down. And a big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Loss of 3 yards.
And right there's the danger, Kate. When you put the ball in the air, how many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
Offense needs to shake off that sack in a hurry as they get ready for 2nd down and 13. From the gun is Prescott. Into traffic, complete. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
Complete to
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
3rd down, they need 7. Third and long, they're going to throw. He puts it in with this one, right side. Misses, caught inside the 15. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset.
And the Cowboys, 1st down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
That is so much more the exception than the rule when you're targeting double or triple coverage. You may be fortunate to complete a fair number of those throws, but gains like that, those are rare, and that's big time.
Off the play fake, it's Prescott. He's got it. And in he goes for the Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys take a 2nd quarter lead. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays and have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your 2nd read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cowboys take a 4-point lead.
14, Falcons 10.
Aubrey now to kick this one away.
Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Alford now to return it. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. The Falcons and running back Bijan Robinson getting set to begin another drive. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing for the pistol, Penix. The left side is caught by Pitts. He's Hudson after about a 6-yard pickup. Stop made at the 36.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Here's Robinson up the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Giving 5 on the play. And that is good enough for Atlanta. First down.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Penix on first down. Running right side. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stops on his own side at the 49.
To number 87.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
2nd and 3 now. Now Penix off the play action. Over the middle and taken in by London. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
A gain of 9 yards.
Gain of 9 yards on the play.
And
that's a Falcon first down.
It's a quarterback, when you throw that curl route, you know it's a tight window, Kate. But the minute that DB turns and can't react to the throw, you put it right on your receiver's numbers. He comes back and gets it and moves the sticks.
A run here with Robinson. That one only good for a couple. It's 2nd down.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much more exciting.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Staying with Robinson. He had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
Where one defender failed, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
It's a nickel set for the Cowboys on this 3rd down. They'll throw, 3rd and long. Gets this one to London. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
That's another Falcons first down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things. Separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Running left is Robinson. Running in the red zone. And they take it out of bounds, which leaves his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
Those outside runs so critical for running back, quarterback, O-line to hit their targets. They got a target area to expose that defense and make the most of it. And that offense just put on display some teaching tape for it.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Flying a run in, Algier. And he gets in, touchdown! The Falcons take a 2nd quarter lead. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Gonzalez now for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Falcons push their lead to 3.
Falcons 17, Cowboys 14.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Turpin with a return. Shoots away from one. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Cowboys offense headed out there. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. They get an even 10 on that play.
That's good.
And that'll be good for a Dallas first down.
First down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
First down, here's Dak. He did well on that play, but might have had some early help. We've got a flag down.
Holding offense.
Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That is the holding penalty. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Running it after the penalty. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Prescott here from the gun. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. Has it down close. He will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
2 yards. And the Cowboys, first down. 1st and goal, Dallas.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside.
And he makes it across. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys take a 2nd quarter lead. Javonte Williams, the touchdown. So, Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone and retake the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games, this sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the first half of play.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. The point after splits the upright. And the Cowboys take a 4-point lead.
Cowboys 21, Falcons 17.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Here's Carter on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The
Falcons ready for their next possession. And in a high-scoring game to this point, everyone anticipating, well, even more points as they take the field. Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10. Here's Penix. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today. Because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
They're going play fake with Penix. Completed to his running back. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. 7 yards on that pickup. And that is good enough for Atlanta. 1st down.
First down.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. Running here with Bijan. And they catch him, but not until he's picked up 8 yards. It's 2nd down.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down. From the shotgun, Penix. He keeps it and takes off. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the 1st down.
1st and 10 now from the 46. Now to give to Bijan. Drops by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Penix here from the gun. He throws a bullet down the left sideline. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by the lead Cooker. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away, just as they did.
Dallas getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Dak now from the gun. That's caught by Williams. And he'll get this up to the 19-yard line as he stops. Their rookie out of Oklahoma there to make that play.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
Dak to the air here. Caught on the left sideline, but he did not get both feet in. That's incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
Man, these guys are sideline mavens. They always seem to know exactly where that boundary is without looking. But he's not quite at that level yet. Lost track of where he was, and he brought it in out of bounds.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. And down he goes. The Falcons defense gets it done. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest, and that one forces a 4th down.
And it just keeps coming, Kate. It just keeps coming. This defense relentless in this 1st half. 3rd time. Now this quarterback's got to pick himself off the turf. When they get in that locker room at halftime, it's going to be a quick one. I think the whole message is going to be, how do we protect our quarterback? Because if you can't do that, this offense can't get started.
The Cowboys sending out their punting unit. Ryan Anger, the one to send it away. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And he makes the fair catch inside the 45.
The Falcons take over.
The Falcons, and running back was John Robinson, getting set to begin another drive. And I'd say the ROI on his early touches have made him a pretty good investment for first half work. He's gotten off to a great start here. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And they bring him to a halt right at that midfield strike. Brought down by Deron Bland.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. On the give, here's Robinson. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
A gain of 9 yards.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Well, Brock, a lot of scoring so far as we have reached our 2-minute warning. More from Mercedes-Benz Stadium in just a moment. So 1st down from the 41. Another carry for Robinson. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside field goal range. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
On 2nd down, Robinson. Oh, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
3rd and just 2 to go. Here he is on 3rd and short. They're going to bring him down, but what a great effort. He moves this all the way down inside the 10. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
8-yard line.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Here's Robinson. And they'll make this stop after a small push to the 5. Now Dallas is going to call its 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
2nd and goal.
SOS. You hear me talk about it between the 20s a lot. Stay on schedule. But it comes into play 1st and goal situations too, because a run like that now, well, leaves that whole playbook wide open for you.
2nd and goal coming up, 5 yards to the end zone. Penix working from the gun. That's low and bounces short of his man. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Now, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. But I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there are going to be more interceptions.
Now Penix on 3rd and goal. And he's not going to escape this. The Cowboys take him down. Final timeout taken by the Cowboys. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Zane Gonzalez on to attempt this field goal. He connected once and a good chance here. This is inside of 35. The kick by Gonzalez is good. And that cuts the lead back down to a lower point.
Hey, facing a deficit, it's going to follow you into halftime in that locker room. They will welcome those 3 points and a little bit of feel-good momentum.
Things trim back down to a single-point Brock as they send this off and away. Tolbert now to return it. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Cowboys and quarterback Dak Prescott ready to get back to work. And we're all hoping his hot start can continue. He's been putting up some numbers early in this contest. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. From the gun is Prescott. Drops this one down here for Williams. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve. Some call it automatic. But it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Here's Dak. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up 3rd down.
I'm just kind of laughing because I could feel the armchair quarterbacks going, I can make that throw. And anybody who's actually made those throws says you have no idea what it feels like with everybody breathing down your neck. That play's got to be right, timed up right, and it certainly wasn't.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Pick up a 5 on that play. And that's good for a Dallas 1st down.
On the play. That's good for a Cowboys 1st down. A gain of 5.
So just a 1-point game here at the break, Brock, as we go over to the EA Sports halftime reports with our buddy Scott Hansen.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome into the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you on an abridged halftime report. Good competitive first half. This game kind of has a punch-counterpunch feel to it, as reflected on the scoreboard. Tight game going into the second half. Can either team pull away? To find out, let's go back to the stadium and our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Big thank you to our guy Scott Hansen and the gang down in Orlando. Got a close one here, Brock, as our second half gets underway. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. Turpin with a return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Dallas with its offense headed out for our first possession of the half. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they can really use some more points on this drive. Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10. Second down starts with a run by Williams. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
That's the kind of yardage. It's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Here's Prescott. Short pass brought in. And he picks up about 6 on the play. Stopped though right near the marker. Didn't get it. Third down.
It's a gain of 7.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit. And you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
Prescott to sneak it. And they're going to down by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
It's a gain of 2.
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. And when you've got a tough QB that wants to put it on his shoulders, you sign up for it.
Williams fields the pitch. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Behind Diablo there on the tackle.
He's brought down.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Another run from Williams. He's not far from that first down marker, is he, partner? Up to the 47. Third down coming up.
Humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means. But one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
The Falcons going nickel. Third down. They stay on the ground with Williams. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
It's a gain of 2. That's good.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. This time it's a passing play. Completed over the middle. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
That's not a big completion on the stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
2nd and 3 now. Dak off the play fake. He's going to dump this one off to the fullback. Complete. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
It's a gain of a yard.
It's always nice to see teams still employ a fullback. I love rewarding the big guy with some touches during a game. They earn those looks. That was a well-run route, and he showed some soft hands to bring it in.
All right, 2 yards to go here on third down on what will be the 9th play of this impressive drive. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Xavier Watts picks it. And the Falcons return the interception almost to midfield before the tackle's made. They worked hard to have the halftime lead brought, but now that defense working hard to take it away.
Not wasting any time, are they? You know, they love to say about baseball, Kate, baseball's a game of adjustments. So is the NFL, and especially in the second half. You have all that data from the first half. You want to take it all in, and defensively you want to adjust exactly what they did to take the ball away there to begin the second.
Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10. To the air with Penix. The left side is caught by Pitts. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
2nd and 3 now. Play action. Here's Penix. Dumps it off to his running back. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
It's a gain of 11.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. From the gun, it's Robinson. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Putting the tight end in motion. Penix looking to pass. Pitts brings it in. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. He's going to call himself. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. That's a pickup of 4 yards. And that's a Falcon first down.
First down. 1st and 10.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
A toss snap to Robinson. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
You know by now, Kate, with this time we spend together, these toss plays, the best way to defend them is to hit them before they get started. And that's exactly what the defense did.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Here's Penix to throw. Now trying to set up the screen. Here's Robinson. And this one rolling in into the yard before coming to an end out of bounds. It's going to be 3rd down.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break off something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
3rd down, it's Penix. Complete beyond the marker. And for the Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons grab the lead on their first series of the half. So that brought an important score here as they move out in front.
This is the time of the game where your legs just get a little bit tired. But that was a determined-looking drive right there. They were not going to be denied, and they're able to score and take the lead.
Raheem Morris keeping his offense out there. They're going for 2.
The Falcons will line up for the 2-point
They'll
conversion.
motion him out of the backfield. Penix is going to throw for it. Nothing doing on that 2-point opportunity. A fail on the conversion.
You spend all week on 2-point plays, trying to get to your best options. But ultimately, sometimes the execution of that pass, it doesn't work.
Out to kick it away. Here's Pinion. Tolbert now to return it. Making some progress here. Offense headed back out there now for Dallas. All their scoring has kept them close, but they still find themselves trailing by just a little in this 3rd quarter. To the line come the Cowboys. Good starting spot here. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. Had some room to work, and he took advantage. Given 7.
The cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Straight ahead with Williams. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
It's a gain of 8.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. They feel lucky if they got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
Going to the ground again on first. He gets him inside the 40. That's a gain of about 9 yards on the play.
You know you love some of my buzzwords, kid. I know you do. And this one was about real power. He got the rock a long way from the chains and put his teammates on his back for a heck of a run and a great try at that first down.
Less than a ruler needed here on second down. Up the gut they go with Williams. He's going to be down within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
At the 21-yard line.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. First down, here's Dak. Oh, he was on the move, and so was the defense, and they take him down. And the 4th sack of the game right there brings up second down.
That is some serious defensive urgency that really does, Kate, match the situation we're in. This is a one-score game. Even though they have gotten after this quarterback all game long, they know they can't let up now.
Rough start to this set of downs. Now 14 to go on second. Dak now from the gun. Going for his back, but it's incomplete. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked up by Billy Bowman. Now, depending on which side of the ball you're looking at here, Brock, things have either been very sharp or they've been just awful to start this second half. 2 drives, 2 interceptions now.
And where do you think I'm looking, Kate?
Oh, I know. Where you been looking?
Oh, it's a miserable place to be as a quarterback, just knowing you're hurting your team, not even giving yourself a chance, giving the ball away.
The Falcons and Michael Penix Jr. set to take over again. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he's able to manage a cover on that run.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down. After that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 9-yard line.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Staying with Robinson. And he's taken down here at the 16-yard line. Give him 8 on that one. And that is good enough for Atlanta. 1st down.
The Falcons, 1st down. 1st and 10.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And he gets around 6 there. Down by the East Carolina rookie, Savon Level.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
1st down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Now Penix off the play action. There's a moving up there, able to drop him. And that pushes him back, 3rd down, coming up.
I know the scoreboard doesn't say it, but this has been a winning effort up front defensively. One of the keys to their success was going to be this pass rush and sacking the quarterback, and they can check that box.
Cowboys bringing out an extra defensive back on third. Here he goes, third and long. He has the first over the middle. And they're going to bring him down after his play rips off quite a chunk of yardage there, off to the 30.
First down.
They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Throwing out on first down, Penix. That's him on the end route. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
First and 10 from the 43. Again, left side. Here's Robinson. He's going to have about two. It's second down now.
Deron Bland on the stop. A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7 at the 46-yard line.
From the shotgun, Penix. They sure came his all to make that play, but it hits the deck. It's going to be third down.
Well, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, but then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
Third and long, they're going to throw. Throw left side, complete. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. 12 yards on that play and a good call, and that's him the first.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
First and 10, around to Robinson. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's second and 9. Penix now. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
That was pretty cool right there. I mean, that is an underrated effort on that play from his target, hustling and bustling his way to make sure he was in the neighborhood of that throw. So the Zebras, well, they couldn't penalize the throwaway.
Air it out on third. That's the line he's going to run for it. And Penix gives himself up after picking up that first down.
13 yards on the play.
3 quarters in the books from this one. It's the Falcons with the football. They're leading, but not by a ton. They'll come up on first and 10. Shotgun snap, they give to Robinson. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Another carry for Robinson. Right for the middle of the And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
This offense will take that from their ground game every time. But I know, because I've been around this league a long time, runs like that, they're really hard to come by. It takes everybody, and maybe a little breakdown there on defense, too, to take advantage of.
Here's Robinson.
Bijan Robinson, the ball carrier.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Second and goal, back to all the way up to the 14 here. Penix dumped off to his running back. Escapes the defender. He's forced out of bounds after a nice play there, but still brought not enough to avoid third down.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
Third and hardly anything. Just need the length of the football. Penix on the sneak. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Falcons stretch into a 2-score game into 4. Michael Penix Jr. the touchdown. On a quarterback sneak to the end zone. All right, Brock, wondering your thought here, because to me it felt like they already had a play picked out to go for it on fourth down if that sneak hadn't worked. Do you agree?
Well, by they, if you mean the guys in the booth on the sideline, sure. But the 11 on the field, that effort just showed you they were not thinking about anything else but pushing it across the line.
Extra point is good by Gonzalez. And the Falcons push the lead up to 12.
Falcons 33, Cowboys 21.
Out to kick it away. Here's Pinion. Turpin with a return. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Cowboys offense now headed back to the field. This could be the decisive drive. Down 2 scores late. They've got to find some points to get it back within 1. Dallas getting everybody set. They've got first and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Oh, brother, hits another interception. Picked off by, I love this name, Javon Diablo. Oh, man, Brock. Somebody, those other leaders on that sideline, they've got to sit him down and calm him down. 3 consecutive drives now where he's thrown an interception.
Yeah, this defense is just all over him, seeing every throw, anticipating these routes before they're even run. When he's dropping back to throw, and I know this feeling, it's horrible as a quarterback. It feels like there's 20 defenders out there on this defense.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Robinson on the inside give. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up second and 2.
Well, that run may not move the chains, Kate. That is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Nice run last play. Sets up second and 2. A give to Algier on the inside handoff. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. That's good for a couple of yards. And that's a Falcon first down.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
Coming to the line for another first and 10. Algier with another carry. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders
He was tackled
If there's
at the
ever a play we
27-yard
could
line.
call garden
2
variety in the
yards on the
NFL,
pickup.
I think
It's
we
second
just saw it
and
right
8.
there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Time quarterback run here. That draw is snuffed out. Didn't really have a chance, and they're going to back him up to 3rd down.
How many times, Kate, do you hear me talk about trust? Trust. There's nothing more important at the quarterback position than gaining the trust of your coaching staff. That one right there, well, that's not a deposit. That's a withdrawal of trust when you take a negative play on a run like that.
Penix facing a 3rd and long. Taking a chance to the end zone. Defensive play, jar and loose, incomplete.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Okay, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
A 50-yard attempt.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And go ahead and make this a 15-point game now.
Well, those 3 points make a comeback that much more difficult now. 2 touchdowns got to be scored, and that 2-point conversion, that's a job really well done.
Bradley Pinion
Out to kick it away.
off.
Here's Pinion. Turpin with a return. He stopped on the run back at the 27. The Cowboys about set to take over. And Brock, I know the goal is always points every drive, but I think just as big a goal, gotta play clean football here. You cannot give it away for a 3rd consecutive possession.
Yeah, we call that rebuilding some confidence in yourself as a group, right? Just to execute without the mistakes. Pros, you can shake off a turnover with ease, but back-to-back, even the seasoned vets have a little trouble getting past that.
Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10. Dak off the play fake. Looking right, and he finds him. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on throw, that's a go-to route to target.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. The handoff for Williams, running left. Up the sideline, past the 40. And he's finally brought down just a yard shy of midfield. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
That is textbook RPO right there, Kate. Quarterback's decision-making comes quick off the snap. And that back, you know that he's already looking for those lanes before the ball's even in his belly. Before that defense can adjust to the run, he hits that 2nd level.
1st and 10. Here's Prescott. He's him on the quick hitter. And they make the tackle at the 38. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Cowboys.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. From the gun, a carry by Williams. Round flash, 1st guy he had. No gain on that 1st down run.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Short pass brought in. And they take him down right along the 30.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options, and there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Oh, and they're going to have to fullback drive power for it. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
A gain of 9 yards.
Yeah, I know you can read your partner right now, Kate. You know I'm smiling because that was a callback to the early days of football with fullbacks. Yeah, fullbacks, not running backs. They were the one that led the ground game. He didn't stop at a yard or two, He ripped off a nice chunk for them right there.
Throwing on first is Prescott. And this is caught. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys can make it a one-score game as they trim the lead. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. That was just gorgeous football right there. He saw the window, just had to wait for his guy to flow toward it, and that pass fit in beautifully for the touchdown.
Kate, this is one of those moments where a quarterback's got to take his pre-snap read and make sure he confirms it quickly post-snap. And when he does, and he's got space to fit that post in, like you said, it's a thing of beauty.
Now a point after to bring it back within one score. The kick is good, and they've moved back within a possession in the fourth.
Makes the score Falcons 36, Cowboys 28.
That lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Alford now to return it. Coverage team gets him down to the 26-yard line. The Falcons and Michael Penix Jr. set to take over again. And this is the type of game that's going to get people talking when people look at the numbers that he's posted running with it. Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10. Beginning on the ground with Algier. He's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to run with it. He's going to get this to the opposing 41. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock. So unsurprisingly, that gives him a first down.
And the Falcons, first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did, tote the ball himself for a big run.
Here's Algier on 1st down. And he surrendered just a low yard. That brings up 2nd down.
We've talked to running backs over the years, Kate, the transition from the college game to the pro game. They'll tell you, there's just times in the NFL you got to run in the darkness. You run into a lot of bodies. Perfect example of that on the 1st down play.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Penix now to throw. He keeps it and takes off. And he's tackled for a short gain.
That's just the case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. No throw, 3rd and long. Gets this one to London. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. That's a pickup of 9. And that is good enough for Atlanta 1st down.
First down.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
All set now. 1st and 10. They give to Algier from the gun. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no first down play.
He was taken down.
Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number one is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Second down carry for Algier. He's tackled after a gain of about 6. It's third down now.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune third down situation.
Penix on third down. Right side, wheeled in by Pitts. He's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons have a commanding 14-point lead now in the fourth. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown.
That play really had all the elements you're looking for from the tight end, showing that he can stretch that field. If you're out, check. Secure the catch, quickly become a runner, check. And finally go finish that drive off and celebrate with your homeboys.
Gonzalez now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Falcons lead by 15 now.
43, Cowboys 28. Bradley Pinion
out to kick it away. Here's Pinion. Tolbert now to return it. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Another drive coming up for this Dallas offensive unit. And they just saw that lead stretch out to a 2-score margin now. Really makes this a must-score series late.
And Kate, you know I believe this. You can never play this game in a state of desperation. But a state of urgency, got to be a sky high right now.
Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Dak out of the pistol. Leads him over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
You've heard that very common term in draft vernacular called catching radius. Let me tell you, as a quarterback, you love tight ends on drag routes because that catching radius for such a big target, then you see him, you eye him, and there's a comfort level between QB and tight end to make that connection.
From the gun is Prescott. Completed over the middle. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play.
It's a gain.
That'll be good for Dallas. 1st down.
That's good.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
1st down.
1st and 10 now from the 46. First down, here's Dak. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And they make the tackle at the 38.
16 more yards.
It's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for a Dallas 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Falcons drive it in, and they're going to bring him down. And that is 5 sacks for this defense in this game as their latest brings up 2nd down.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks, well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
After the sack, let's see what the offense does here. 2nd and 18 coming up. Looking from the pistol, Prescott. On the move, hit it right. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. figure out this third down here. Third and long for him here. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game. Intended target there was CeeDee Lamb. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
Well, that's a major missed opportunity for the offense and a sigh of relief for the defense. Now you got to adjust a little bit, get some extra help on the back end of your defense to take those shots away.
Desperation time here on 4th. He finds Pickens left side. And they are sent off the field. They had to go for it. Defense knew it was coming. That's a turnover on down.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Here's Atlanta ready to take over possession. They're looking to just hang on to the ball through the finish. Defense has all of its timeouts, but with this game out of reach, a good chance they just let it run. Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. On the ground here with Algier. And they send it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out.
4 yards.
As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. Really create some indecision now defensively.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. They go again with Algier. That second down run is only going to manage a yard. Now Dallas is going to call its second timeout. And they'll have just one left to burn now.
3rd and 5.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Now a handoff to Algier. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down.
He's brought down at the
final timeout taken by the Cowboys.
A 4-yard gain.
As they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. They're out now, ready to punt it. It'll be Bradley Pinion doing the honors. Fair catch made a little beyond the 20-yard line. The Cowboys and George Pickens set for this next possession. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
All right, going empty as they come to the line. It's 1st and 10. Dak now from the gun. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. For somebody who's been kicked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
2nd and 3 now. Prescott here from the gun. Completed here to Pickens. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
1st down, Cowboys.
Down 2 scores, no timeouts remaining. Long odds ahead of him. It's 1st and 10. Dak to the air here. This is complete to Ferguson on left. And he'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Why in the heck do you need 2 or 3 plays when you can get it done in one effective call right there? Go from first down to first down, exactly the tempo offenses love.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Throwing again, Prescott. He's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when he saw the field. It's going to be second down.
He was covered by Caden Ellis.
Throwing again is Dak. And he doesn't see a winner he likes, so he just got rid of that one. It brings up third down.
Well, that's when you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Here he is to throw. Coverage holds up, and he just had to get rid of it.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on third down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series, and don't put the ball in harm's way.
Hands are tied. Got to have it on this fourth down. Desperation time here. Taking a final shot at the end zone. And that's incomplete in the end zone. Could have been 6 points, but as that one falls, Brock, instead just a turnover on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 down.